Use.
Hold it or not?
Here you go, Jim.
That was pretty good for a blind guy and a guy in a chair, wasn't it?
My big concern was that I was going to take out the dog, when I was driving down to Washington from Syracuse this week, I was thinking about the speeches of Justin Dart, who is the father of the American Disabilities Act, and Ed Roberts, who founded the independent living movement. And I was thinking about what would they say about today. We've taken their dream and we've taken their vision to another level. Who is and what is a person with a disability, and what are their potential in life. And I've spent 30 years of my life in the big bad world of government and politics. Yeah. And I used to always say when I was in New York that I rarely dealt with the merit of the issue, but I dealt with the politics of the issue. And for every idea that you throw out on the table, someone is for it and somebody is against it, and you have to stay the course. And one of the things I learned very clearly, if we're going to take our agenda to the next level, those issues have to be addressed by the private sector, because they have more resources, they have more research capability, they have far more assets than the government would ever think about. So what 54 Freedom is, and Jim is symbolic of what we can do now, it is symbolic of the fact that we can get the private sector involved in solving the problems of the disabled community. There is no boundary. And that yes, the only time you have freedom and independence is if you can pay for it. And that's our mission over the next 20 or 30 years, is to give people with disabilities an opportunity to earn a living and pay their way. And that's when we will truly achieve the freedom that we've been seeking. So thank you to Jim, and thank you to Mike, and thank you to everyone here.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is as close as I get to an American hero. Blindness is a picnic compared to what Brian has operated with. And I'm telling you, I love him. I love him. There's another part to what we're going to do, and it's a small thing, and yet maybe it's a big thing. As we partner with the National Disabilities Institute, as you go along in the 100 City Tour, we've decided to establish, and I'm really proud of this, a blue ribbon panel, and we're going to accept 1,000-word essays from future disabled entrepreneurs, bringing forward their exciting new business plans that can create financial independence. The winners of the monthly contests, they're going to get a chance to have a training seminar with the renowned Laurel Langmeyer of Live Out Loud, and that's a big deal, because she really is all about getting the entrepreneur to believe it's possible. And at the end of the 9 months, the overall winner will receive a substantial cash prize. So you can see there's a lot of things we're trying to do. And I suppose we sound like NASA, when they said they were going to send somebody to the moon. But honest to God, guys like Brian and I have lived our lives waiting for this, praying for this. Here's the best way I can express it. The Americans with Disabilities Act provided disabled people with access. And the Education Act guaranteed freedom of choice in public schools. And there's no question those were important first steps. But frankly, it's only when disabled Americans achieve true financial independence, as Brian noted, that the journey will be completed. So really, when I say it in the best way I can, it's my hope, I guess really it's maybe more my prayer, that in my lifetime, through the efforts of 54 Freedom and the National Disabilities Institute, along with many, many other caring citizens, disabled Americans will truly be able to say, we're free from the imposed burdens of our disability. One time, 40 years ago, another Boston Irishman, Robert F. Kennedy, really did have it right when he said, some men see things as they are, some men see things as they are and say, why? I dream of things that never were and say, why not? So to this room, with all the pioneering spirits that exist here, with all of the efforts that people have devoted their lives to making come true, with all of the corporate partnerships, with all of the commitment from the federal government, Rick and your staff, Julie, everyone in here, why the hell not? Thanks, everybody. Come on in.
We have a little change in our agenda here. I'd like to make an outstanding achievement award for Brian Moynihan, who just arrived, who is president of Consumer and Small Business Banking for Bank of America, which serves 53 million U.S. consumer and small business households. Mr. Moynihan, in the consumer and small business banking, provides customers with everyday essentials, including deposits, credit and debit card, unsecured lending, and integrated financial solutions. Mr. Moynihan chairs the Bank of America's Global Diversity